Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. First down throw here for Corral. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And Corral will throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts? He's got a man complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really... He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Corral now to throw. And he will find the open man. It's G.M.O. 20. Touchdown, Panthers. G.M.O. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral looking to throw it. He's got Smith here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Is this man scared or what? Trying to run the clock out.
Over a minute to go before halftime.
He's been getting lucky this whole fucking game.
There with the touch pass looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's Corral.
Where is my safety, bro? You're in a deep half. Go play the half.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great
This
effort
nigga getting some
there.
lucky stuff, bro.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm not even worried,
Charles,
bro.
you're down multiple
I'm not even
scores,
worried.
less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal. And that's caught inside the 35.
I said, I'm not even worried.
And he'll be taken down.
This man got 3 lucky fucking broken tackle touchdowns.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
Like, I'm getting dropped, bro. I'm getting fucked this whole game. Why is he not just running underneath the ball?
Don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before break. Jones.
Another drop. Another fucking drop, dude. Come on. Catch the fucking ball.
Time here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Corral.
Oh, I was going to say, that needs to be a fuck. That should have been a pick, bro. That should have been a fucking pick.
Too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, my gosh,
and
bro.
Work this
Motherfucker's getting some lucky shit.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this
motherfucker's getting hit like 6 times.
Quickly, they stop him
the
behind the line again. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Double coverage, that's got to be a fucking pick, right?
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball.
This motherfucker's getting bailed out. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
What animation is that?
Incomplete.
What the fuck animation is that?
Up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he hits Drake. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Jones now throwing on 4th down, and it's
That's not a PI.
They cannot convert.
This dude's just getting everything thrown his fucking way this whole game.
4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions.
Crazy,
because
bro.
It's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Corral on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Corral throwing out wide complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing here, Corral. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Corral yet again going to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Panthers. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he's taken down inside the 30. 72 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great